Hey YouTube, what's up? It's me, Tay, and I am back with a new video. This video is going to show you how I do these brown, glittery, sultry, smoky eyes. So I really hope you enjoy the video. It's been a long time coming, and I definitely miss being on YouTube. So I am back. I've got some new videos in the works. But anyway, I'm just excited for this project here. So hopefully you will like it. Comment, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in a second. So to get started, I'm going to start with my brows first. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Ebony, and I'm going to do a straight brow. I prefer a more straight, pointy brow, but you could of course do whatever kind of brow you want to do for this look. This is just the brow, the shape that I choose to go for, and it's pretty easy to do. Do a line at the top, connect it at the ends, and then I like to do straight lines to mimic hair. Now I'm just going to clean up my brows with some concealer, and I use this really thin straight brush, and it's one of those brushes that come in the sets that are supposed to be like the self brushes that you only use for your face. I find this brush really useful. Got it on Amazon for like 10 bucks or so, whatever, but it's a really good brush for cleaning up your brows or doing anything that requires shaping in a straight kind of a line. So you could use this for eyeliner or whatever the case may be, but I like to use it to clean up my brows. By the way, for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe. I'm going to be using that for my brows and also as my concealer for the rest of my face. Now to get started with the eyes, I'm going to be using the Milk Jumbo Pencil by NYX. And I'm going to apply that all over, and I'm going to blend that out with my fingers. It's better to blend it out with your fingers because your fingers are warm, and it'll help melt the product down a little bit so that it's easier to spread. Once everything has been blended, I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm using this really pretty peachy kind of color in my transition area to use as a transition for the brown that I'm going to use shortly after. But I'm just taking that peachy color and I'm doing windshield wiper motions back and forth in the crease. Now here you see me using a darker kind of I guess you could call it maroon. It's more of a maroon kind of color, and I'm washing that back and forth just a step underneath where I added that peachy color. So you want to layer your eyeshadow so that when you blend them, it looks all married together and it doesn't look separated. So take your time, keep blending. Even when you feel like you've blended enough, take an extra 3 seconds just to blend out a little bit more. Blending is really fundamental when you're doing smoky eyeshadow looks. Pack on my lid a dark cocoa color, and the reason why I say it's a cocoa color is because it has that red undertone to it. So I'm actually going to layer that on top of the colors that I already have laid down, and I'm going to pack that on with a packing brush and then blend it out with the brush that I was using for the maroon. And the reason why I'm doing that is so the colors can blend and marry together. So once again, I'm taking that cocoa brown color and I'm applying that all over the lid, and then I'm going to take a fluffy brush to blend the maroon and the brown together. Now I'm going to reach in with this brown black color and I'm going to work that in my outer third of the eyeball. And the reason why I'm going to do that is to deepen the crease and to add more dimension. And you want to really build this up slowly, piece by piece. You do not want to add a bunch of it on and try to work backwards and blend it out. It's better to just build up the color progressively. Now it's time to add that glitter. So I'm taking a brown glitter and I'm just applying that over the top of the cocoa brown color that I laid on my lid. And I'm just packing that on with a small shading brush, and I'm just gonna continue to pack that on until I get the desired amount of glitter on my lid. By the way, the glitter that I am using is from Cara Cosmetics, and it's one of those glitters that come with an adhesive already, so you don't have to add any adhesive. So it's in a palette, so it's not like loose glitter, it's palette glitter. So all I'm doing is packing that on, and I don't have to worry about too much fallout. I don't have to worry about, you know, glitter glue or any of that, and it stays on all night. By the way, for this look, I purposely omitted the eyeshadow colors and the names and what palette that I use, because I feel like it's important for you guys to use whatever colors you have available to you. So don't feel like you have to rush out and buy a specific palette for this look. Please note that you can use any kind of browns that you already have that can correspond with the look. Now it's time to get busy with some foundation. I am going to be applying the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I'm using the Dewy Smooth number 360 Mocha, and I'm going to apply that all over my face, making sure that I'm covering up any little imperfections and putting on the desired amount that I like. And I like this foundation a lot. It's one of my favorites and definitely my go-to foundation. So now I'm going to be darkening the bottom lash line with some black brown powder, and I'm going to just really darken that area just so that it adds more of that sultry look that I'm looking for. and it also frames and shapes the eyeball so that it looks more dramatic and smoky. So that's what I'm doing at this point, and then I'm gonna move on to applying some eyeliner in the bottom waterline, and that eyeliner is by Makeup Forever, and it's one of their aqua liners, and it's in the color black. So now I'm going to be applying some concealer. The concealer that I'm using is by Maybelline Fit Me again, and it's the cafe color. And I'm going to apply that in my T-zone area, underneath my eyes, you know, all that good stuff, the normal places of highlighting. Sometimes when you're blending out and you're doing a smoky eye, you'll notice that your concealer kind of interrupts the smoky eye and you kind of lose the shape, or you lose a little bit of the darkness. So don't be afraid to go back in with your brush and redefine your lines and redefine your smokiness. Applying my highlighting powder, and I use the Olive Sand by Ben Nye. It's one of my favorite highlighting powders because it matches perfectly for my skin and really does enhance the look of my concealer. So I'm going to apply that everywhere that I apply my concealer. Move on to contouring, and I'm going to be using a powder from Black Radiance, and it's one of their pressed powders, and the color that I'm using is Black Coffee. It's one of their newer shades, so you may or may not, depending on your demographic location of where you get it, you may or may not find it, but I found it in more of a, you know, blacker demographic area. You'll definitely find them there. But if you don't find it there, of course you can get it online. But I'm going to be using that to contour my face, and it's one of the best things I've ever used to contour with because it's not too red, it's not too gray, it's just right. So once again, that's the Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Coffee, well, Black Coffee. So while my lash glue dries up, I'm going to be using some mascara. The mascara that I'm using is by e.l.f. and it's their 3-in-1 mascara. It's for lengthening, volume, and separation. The mascara itself is actually kind of sticky, so I will say beware of that, but otherwise it's a fairly good mascara. It definitely does add that length and separation. Volume, not so much, but I can do without the volume. I mostly need length and separation for my lashes. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be using the NYX eye pencil in the shade Black Brown. And I'm going to line my lips. Even though it's an eyeliner, I'm definitely still going to use it as a lip liner because it works. The color that I would normally use by OCC, the Sybil color, they discontinued that, so I'm using this now in replacement. For lip gloss, I'm using the NYX Lingerie lip gloss in the color Sable. And I'm just gonna blend that together by pursing my lips together and just fading in a little bit more liner to add some ombre effect. Moving on to lashes, I'm gonna be using Miss Lashes number 368. And this company I just kind of found not too long ago, but these lashes are amazing. Like, they just look so beautiful when they're applied. They're silk lashes, so they should last me a pretty long time. I got a lot of them, but they are absolutely stunning. So once again, these are lashes from Miss Lashes number 368. It saves you give a smile. It's safe. So from here, I'm just going to dust off the excess powder, and then I'm going to set my face with some water. That's my favorite thing to use to set my face, just pure water. It works greatly for me because I have drier skin, so water just kind of revives my skin back from all that powder that I've applied. And after doing a little bit of an air dry, I like to apply my highlighter, and the highlighter that I'm using is by Buxom. It's actually a bronzer and it's called Tahiti, and I'm going to apply that on all the areas that I want highlighted, which is my nose, my cheekbone, forehead, chin, all that good stuff. So hope this video was very easy for you to follow. It's definitely a really pretty look. I enjoyed creating it and I got a lot of compliments on this look. So hopefully you will too. And it's perfect for date night or even going out with your girls or whatever the case may be. But anyway, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I got lots of stuff coming out for you guys. So please stay tuned and enjoy the rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this video. Bye.